What is the best accidental nudity you have seen? Coworker flipping through photos on her phone showed me nudes accidentally. Had a party at my house and walked into a room where a girl was giving a blowjob to my friend. Walking down a mountain near a large brook and saw 3 girls bathing naked. If you've seen O Brother, Where Art Thou? You'd know not to fall for women bathing in brooks. They just might turn you into a toad. Probably the first live naked breast I ever saw. We were still early teens hanging out on the street with a big group of us. One of the girls was being a real shit and she grabbed the strap of the girls' tank and whipped it right down, exposing her rather healthy breast for the whole group to see. Obviously burned a memory right in the back of my head. Probably for the girl too. Oh God, poor girl. Friend's mom walked into bathroom. I was in thinking no one was there to take a shower and I saw her naked. Was once at a mate's house and went to use the toilet, opened the door and she had just stepped out of the shower. Said, "Oh shit, sorry," and closed the door. She laughed. My friend thought it was hilarious. I was super embarrassed. I was about 18. She had a spectacular set of hooters. Who what? Yeah, sorry, his mom. Huh, hooters. I'd stopped to take a piss while hiking, so the friend I was with went further up the trail, finished my business, and went to follow her only to spot her masturbating. I don't think she saw me and I'd probably die of embarrassment if she knew. Was definitely quite the show, though. She could have wanted you to see if she did it knowing you weren't too far behind her. Well, good thing I will literally never ask because I'm way too much of a lil bitch. Biggest green light ever. Don't worry, I've fumbled far harder than that, LOL. Yeah, I'm no stranger to that either. I can't tell you how many times I've found out after the fact that I girl was very much into me and trying to send me signals that were all flying right over my head. Most of them weren't girls that I was particularly interested in anyway, but a couple of them. Years and years ago, I was riding the train home drunk after a night out bar hopping with friends. I was drunk, but happy and content drunk, not falling down stupid drunk. The train, which was above ground and street level at this point, was crowded with boisterous college kids on their way home too. Most were probably also drunk. Sitting across from me were 2 girls and a guy. They were talking loudly to each other and clearly having a good time. I think one girl was shorter and blonde. The other girl was tall, thin, and had shoulder-length brown hair. I remember no details about the guy at all. Anyway, the train pulled into my station and I got ready to get off. Apparently, the 3 across from me were also getting off here. I waited to let them go first and I was glad I did. The tall girl was the last of the 3 to stand. She was wearing these tight, low-waisted white jeans and a tight tank top that bared a bit of midriff. She had laid her phone in her lap while she was sitting, but had forgotten it was there when she stood up. When the phone clunked to the floor, I stepped back, give her room to pick it up. When she bent over, something in her pants gave way. I don't know if a button popped, if they ripped somehow, or maybe they were just too low to bend at the waist the way she did. But suddenly her pants were halfway down her thighs. If she was wearing underwear, they must have been pulled down by the tight jeans, because she was completely bare-assed and bent all the way over right in front of me. I saw everything. Every single point of entry, normally hidden under one's jeans, was fully on display in the bright neon lights of a late-night train. She squealed and, laughing, yanked her pants up while running after her friends, hiking them up as she trotted down the length of the train car. It was amazing. I worked as a lifeguard at a major theme park. It had a giant wave pool, tons of water slides, an activity pool, the works. In my time there, I saw accidental nudity at virtually every water attraction. The water slides were the worst, best because of the number of girls that would come barreling down the slide, hit the catch pool, and pop up out of the water with their tops completely out of place. Occasionally, their bottoms would come off as well. This happened countless times. The most brazen incidents were the horny couples at the wave pool who would rent a single tube, as opposed to the double tubes that were 2 rings attached to each other. They would both squeeze into the tube facing each other with her legs wrapped around his waist. The ones who were smart would fuck without moving around much. But when I would see a girl obviously bouncing up and down, I would have to blow my whistle at them to get their attention and tell them that they can't both be inside the tube at the same time. Public sex, fail. And if you're wondering why I was being such a buzzkill, keep in mind that this was a family theme park. There were kids everywhere. Plus, nobody wants to swim your spooge. Well, almost nobody. What's the big lesson? If you're a teenager and you're into accidental nudity and catching people having public sex, work as a lifeguard at a theme park, water slides and pools where people can just theme park and chill in one of those big water tubes.